like and subscribe. You are given $2 trillion and 20 years to build something in the USA. What do you build? I would build a table. I am pretty sure I could learn how to do that in 20 years. Yeah, but it'll collapse the minute you leave it alone. A legitimate railway system for public transportation. A giant statue dedicated to me for all the hard work I did building it. Pay the Japanese and or French to build actual good quality high-speed rail to every state. Build several huge dollar science competitions and grants for carbon recapture, climate cooling / heat harvesting, sustainable plant-based meats, especially fish, and ocean cleanup. To office chairs for the military. I'd squander it on an unwinnable war. I would invest it in safe nuclear power generation to make cheap electricity for everyone. Does dismantling the insurance industry count as building something? Time to build that space elevator, guys. New jobs for everyone. Nothing. Like most people who get money, I can now game the system and ensure I never have to pay you back anything. I'm the richest person in the world at this point. Try me. Buy Nestle, then dissolve it. Bridge to Hawaii. Edit. I appreciate people are considering the engineering challenges of my dumb joke and allegory for the Afghanistan war. I'd spend it on healthcare and education. And a giant statue of William T. Sherman on Stone Mountain looking down on Atlanta with flaming eyes. But mostly health and education. Oh, and fix our roads and bridges. The SCP Foundation because the world. High-speed cross-country rail and more efficient public transpo. Too many cars in major cities. A huge penis building that goes into space. Guys, I found Bezos's Reddit account. I'd build a Lego house. Probably hospital / healthcare facilities that don't bankrupt people. A wall exactly 1 imperial foot longer than the Great Wall of China. An excellent group of universities where the fee isn't 2 kidneys for 1 cent. As many solar fields and other renewable energy sources as possible, and reduce the cost of energy as much as possible for everyone. High-speed underground railroad that would connect every major city in the country. Similar thoughts for me, but is $2 trillion even enough? That's such an ungodly amount of money it's hard to wrap my head around. A self-funded political party with no special interest influence. Not to rain on your surely noble effort. But wouldn't that be a political party with one giant superb in a special interest? You're basically the Koch brothers now. Become a mad scientist and build a doomsday device. Tantalus, the maze of madness. 10 square miles of concrete and steel walls, 20 feet tall. If you can navigate it, you get $1 million. But you are wearing a loincloth, and you can't take anything in there with you. No food, water, writing utensils, friggin' naval lint, nothing. I'd build a library to house $2 trillion worth of college textbooks. Would only be able to buy 3 books, but it is a start. Molten salt thorium reactors, both fluoride and chloride salt versions. For different reasons. Solve the fission product corrosion species problem, and then build them. A giga desalination plant on the site of the old Sononifer power station that runs on solar and wind power. Education for you Muppets. $2 trillion that get siphoned into my personal bank account. But, if I had to spend it on something other than myself, build new homes, and new national parks. Canada. Free healthcare for all. I'm turning the whole state of Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho into a giant animal conservation program. It's time to do something positive for nature. They basically already are. Really, just about anything. Other than the war in Afghanistan. Electric and hydrogen fueling infrastructure for cars and trucks, and then electrify all the railroads. With the leftover money, as much solar and wind power generation as possible. That way we can get off oil and let the Middle East consume itself with tribal warfare, and we don't have to do about it. Probably some medieval castles, since there are none in the States to see, and a super museum to show off humanity. Homes for the homeless. Don't bother building, you already have enough. It's access to housing, that is the problem. A huge homeless shelter and so much food. 1. Geoengineering, and 2. Macro-nuclear electricity generation to reverse climate change and end emissions. I hate that clean air advocates hate nuclear energy. Ugh. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck. 3 weeks of